Army regulations, along with the grounding of the airships, have a definite effect on business that cannot be ignored. I need to reopen negotiations and get things squared away as soon as possible. Ah, well, what should I do? What should I order, I wonder? My goodness, what a restaurant. It's just as glorious as I always hoped it would be. But up till now, we've just been admiring it from afar. Bose Branch, or Bose Bracer Guild. We'll do NPCs after this. Ah, Sherazard, you arrived a lot sooner than I expected. I appreciate you coming all the way from Berlin. It's been a while, hasn't it, Lugron? Someone tell you that we were coming ahead of time? Yeah, I received a call from Ina not that long ago. So that means these two kids with you are Cassius's children. Yeah, that's right. It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm Estelle Bright. And I'm Joshua. Bright, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Legrand. I oversee the Bose branch. Your father and I go way back. Please just call me Legrand. Sure, we'll do that. That said, could you give us a quick update on the missing airliner incident? Yeah, about that. The Royal Army is still continuing its search. However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates of the situation have been made. Not only is the general public being kept in the dark, but the Guild hasn't heard a word either. Really? Why not? Aren't the Army and the Guild supposed to be cooperating with each other? Well, that's the way it's on the surface, anyway. But in actuality, there's a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects. So, pretty much what you're saying is that it's a bunch of jurisdictional disputes, right? I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. In addition, General Morgan has gotten involved. Did you just say General Morgan? Great, now it really looks like things are going to be a pain. General Morgan? Who's that? He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army's invasion 10 years ago. You should have read about him in the history books. You really think Estelle reads? Amazingly enough, I don't recall the name. So what's the big deal with this famous guy? From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of the Bracer Guild. Hates bracers, in fact. It seems he even makes it a point to routinely assert that there's no need for a Bracer Guild. Sounds like a real whack job to me. So what you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of the General. That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is that bracers are being prohibited from entering the regions they're investigating. And because of that, it's causing conflicts with our other work. But we just came all the way here from Berlin. If that's the way it's gonna be, then it's time to duel it out with this general to decide who gets to investigate the incident. You're talking like a crazy person, Estelle. Keep your cool, Bracer. There are other ways, such as the request we just received from the mayor concerning the incident. She has asked we conduct an investigation from the Guild side separate from the Army. Well, that's encouraging news. If it's an official request from the mayor, it'll be a great pretext for us to conduct our own investigation. I see. Well, isn't this the perfect timing? Legrand will accept the mayor's request. That sounds fine by me. But before you go, you two are junior bracers, right? Yeah, why? Junior bracers, so to speak, are members in training registered at various branches. In short, their performance is monitored by the branch where they're currently registered. And right now for you two, that would be Roland. So what you're trying to say is, we have to change our registration if we want to accept jobs here, right? You got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on these forms to transfer your registration. Sure. Our names go here, and... Alright, looks like everything's in order. Junior Bracers, Estelle and Joshua. As of this day, at 15:20, your registration at Bose Branch has been approved. This means you are now members of Bose Branch. So, you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without being registered to a particular branch. But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well. Understood. So, pretty much we're still newbies. Well, it looks like now I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. The mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly. We'll do that. Understood. Any jobs here? A revenue monster? East Bose monster, we did it. I'm gonna bind now as I seem to be lacking a certain cooking ingredient I regularly use for practice. Ferocious monster has been sighted along the trail behind Revenue Village. Let's go report this monster quest we just did. Good work! Looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back again if you have anything else to report. So like for now, let's just look around Bose, do NPC stuff, and find the mayor's house. Hey, welcome. Yo, Platina? Platina? As in Valkyrie profile? Like Lennett's human name? What a name. Good game. Say wherever you like. I'm a scholar specializing in living beings from days long past. On the subject of peculiar living beings, I encountered the most uniquely swift monster I've ever seen during a recent geological survey. That was along the road in West Bose, if I'm not mistaken. Having never seen such a creature before, I thought to capture it, but it was far too quick for the legs of mine. I best get some more exercise in my daily regimen. Aw, woe is me. How did things get like this? I gave up my whole life for that damn workshop. Being Miss Murano's attendant is exhausting work, but it's precisely because of the power she wields that she's earned the dubious role of Shadow Mayor, I suppose. Welcome, welcome, order up. We got good cheap food that'll make your belly swing with delight. Give me this recipe, cheese risotto. I don't know how much I'm gonna cook in this game, but having it is better than not. This is the mayor's residence. Before doing that, Bose is nearly, if not just as lively as the royal city. We do a lot of trade with merchants from the Empire. In other words, we're not in short supply of much of anything. There's no place like the Bose Market in Grand Cell, that's for sure. I wonder what I'll buy today. I hope I can find some kind of outfit that I like. Just need a drink of water. Wow, now this isn't... Wow, isn't this a gorgeous place? Check out that crazy expensive looking chandelier. Calm down, Estelle. Looks like this is the mayor's place, alright. Now I just wonder if she's home. Ah, do we have visitors? Welcome to the Bose Mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please? We're with the Bracer Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild and we've come here to inquire about the details. Well, I've heard from the mayor that we would be expecting you. However, I'm sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment. She has gone to worship at the chapel. When do you expect her back, sir? Well, let me see. Actually, I would imagine her to be making a return any moment now. Well, we're kind of in a hurry to meet her. Do you think it would be alright to call on her at the chapel? Well, I don't wish to inconvenience you. Don't worry, it'll probably save us both the trouble. But if you don't mind me asking, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person, big hat with feathers in it, dripping gemstones from every pore? What are you talking about? Feathers? Gemstones from every what? How colorful, but quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature? If she could just find the right man, then I can retire in peace. Huh? Never mind, I was just thinking out loud. Ah, yes, this may help you. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her. The mayor's being accompanied by a maid, huh? Sounds easy enough to find in the crowd of people. Let's hurry and head over to the chapel. Bum bum bum. Oh, we have like different parts of Bose. Interesting. Like different sectors. Oh, this is a road. I did it again. Oh my word. The camera like flips where I am. Okay, good. Arms and guard. Guess I should look for new weapons. Stun rod. Oh, it's a lot of Mira. Just get me weapons, honestly, over anything else. And then the new whip for Shara. Don't worry about armor right now. Bum, bum, bum. I can barely afford everyone's weapon. Where is the chapel here? Although I'm kind of looking for NPCs as well. Just anyone I can talk to. It's important for people to have hobbies in their old age, so I don't see why you have to get so mad about mine. Don't you realize you're gonna turn into a wrinkled old prune getting angry all the time? But that's not what I'm mad about. The thing I'm mad about is the fact that he doesn't have any decency to say one word before he leaves. That poor Cecile. Most merchants enjoy the freedom of the market system here, but we also have a rule to always keep our word. And for that reason alone, we are very strict about meetings and punctuality. It's certainly been a while since the army clamped down on things, and at this point, because of it, we're definitely going to be in the red this month. Bum bum. That's the market. Where's the chapel? Chapel, chapel, chapel. International port. Where, oh where is said chapel? Restaurant? Oh, chapel maybe? Yeah, chapel's purple. Got it. I'll try to remember that. Ah, there you are. You're the maid we've been looking for. And you are... Estelle, that wasn't very polite. My apologies, we're with the Bracer Guild. We're looking for the mayor so we can confirm the details of a job she requested. Oh, I see. Please let me introduce myself. I am her maid, Lila. Lila is probably how you say her name. I see to the mayor's daily needs. Being served hand and food, huh? The worlds we live in are really different. So where's the mayor, if you don't mind me asking? Didn't she come here to pray? She's playing hooky from her religious duties. Huh? I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation in the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her too. I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems like she has quite a unique personality. Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if she weren't the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued. Even if she weren't the mayor, rather. There's no doubt she's a capable person, although she does have a bit more of a restrained aspect to her at times. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her right now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I will let her know you're there. I don't know how I feel about going back there empty-handed. Would it be alright if we came along with you instead? Come with me to meet the mayor? Well, I guess it's okay. Let's make our way to Bose Market. Or Bose Market. Sometimes I'll say Bose. This game doesn't have voice acting, so I have no idea like how you're supposed to say it. And it's up for interpretation. Wow, this place is really huge. I wonder where the mayor is. Well, she does stand out in the crowd, so I'm sure you'll find her right away. Ah, just as I thought. The two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves, trying to force up the price of food at a time like this by buying it up all the time. You're not fit to be merchants in Bose. But ma'am, we were just thinking about how to increase sales for the Bose market in general. I don't want to hear any more from you. If it were other products, it would be a different story, but making undue profits on necessities will lead to negative publicity for the market. Return these goods to their original prices at once. Alright, we'll do as you say. Now, I don't doubt your passion for the Bose market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you get right down to it, is established relationship of trust between people. And believe me, if you do business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in Bose. Yes, ma'am. We'll do our best. Whew. Madam. Lila, so you came, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. Actually, you did a wonderful job as always. But never mind that. These people are here to see you. Please come back home immediately. Oh, that emblem is... Could you be the bracers I requested? Yep, that's us, but... So does that mean you're... Haha, forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Maybell. I'm the owner of this market and the mayor of the Bose region. This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really gonna have a meeting here? I often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good too. Where else would you want to have a meeting, Estelle? A fancy place is probably like the best place to have a meeting. Maybe not the best, but one of the best places. Instead of like a casual place. I tell you what, though, I had heard the mayor of Bose was a woman. And I never imagined you would be this young. Based on looks alone, I would guess that you're only 4 or 5 years older than me. Actually, I still feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was the previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to Bose Market and the political foundation which he set up. That's a rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I've ever heard one. After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting high-hat about that. Anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my request with you again? Sure, that'd be fine. Well, what I would like to ask you to do is investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to the incident. I'm of the opinion that bracers would bring about much more desirable results concerning this incident than the army is currently producing. The reason being, we're not fighting a war, we're trying to find answers and solve a mystery. Well, I, for one, would be honored, but don't you think that you're overreacting just a bit? Oh, sorry about that. It just came out of nowhere. I just call it businesswoman's prerogative. The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard the airliner that disappeared. In addition, if the Royal Army continues to keep Bose airspace as a no-fly zone, business is gonna suffer. And just when people have been booming prior to the Queen's birthday celebration, too. I see. So this is an economic appeal, right? Yeah, and it's something which I can't trust to be left up to the army alone. So what do you think? Will you accept my request for your help in the matter? Well, we have our reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, and we'd like to accept the job, but the army's been actively trying to exclude bracers from anything having to do with the incident. So, I don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for us, could you? Maybe show the army who's running the show? Excluding bracers, huh? This must have something to do with General Morgan, then. That man's just like bracers from the beginning. So you know who the general is, Mayor Maybell? I mean, she's the mayor. I would expect her to. He was a friend of my late father's, tentatively speaking. We have a passing acquaintance with one another. So I may just be able to do something for you. Meaning, Lila. Yes, madam? I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you. Here, Maybell's letter. What's the letter for? It's a letter of request to General Morgan. It's to inform him of my request for information about the incident as the official responsibility for the region. I think this should be enough to get information out of the army. I see. But I wonder if that bracer-hating general will even meet with us at all. I think it will be a pretty safe bet as long as you hide your identities. You will probably be best served by saying that you're messengers for the mayor. I don't know if I like the sound of that. It feels like we're lying or something. It's not lying. We'd just not be telling him everything. I mean, it's lying for a good cause. Since this is a time-sensitive situation, I think we should be practical about it. I guess you're right, Joshua. By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan? There's a fort called the Hacking Gate on the international border to the north of Bose. You should be able to find the general there. That's where I was going before. Alright everyone, I'm counting on you. You just leave everything to us. If we find out anything, we'll come and let you know. I'll be looking forward to good news. Goodbye and have a wonderful day. Alright, let's get going. The Hacking Gate's at the end of the Ison Road to the north of... yeah. In short, we need to head out to the East Gate, turn north. Alrighty then, Hacking Gate, here we come. That's where I was going, and then they stopped me. This is in Bose Market. I want to see the guild really quick. Okay, just these two. Avenue Village we haven't been to. Don't worry about that when we go there. Like, just wait until the story takes me there, or a job takes me there, and then we can do it. Bum, bum, bum.